You
not
enjoy?
a long enough weekend.
Yeah, yeah. 3 day weekend.
Yes. Yep.
Well, it makes a short week for work too.
It does. That is a nice part. Um, no, but it was good. It was jujitsu packed actually.
Oh, that's the
Tokyo
best kind of
upper
weekend.
cuts. Yeah. You said you worked this weekend.
Yeah, I had to work this weekend. For I had, yeah, I had to work Saturday and Sunday, but usually when I work like that, I actually take the Monday off. So
Ah,
it
okay.
worked kind of work out. Even though it rained, it would be nice if it was
Right. Yeah.
like cookout weather.
Hmm.
But it's been raining since then till today.
I know. I know. This is like the longest stretch of rain I've seen in North Carolina.
Dude, it was 54 degrees and yesterday
Yeah.
and
And
raining.
downpouring. Oh my gosh.
Like what the hell? I thought it's May.
We had employee appreciation this week at work, and they have like food trucks come and they set up tents and stuff. It was just downpouring during
Oh
that.
shit!
So
Eating soggy hot dogs during the rain.
yeah,
is is
feeling
this like
very
a?
appreciated.
Oh man, went from a freaking a food truck to a hot dog eating contest. Right?
Yeah.
Soggy ass. Oh, dude, you have to eat a food out there with an umbrella.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Uh,
man, though yeah, this is like the first weekend of the summer. There's usually like, a lot of people like, oh man, this is summer season and like
yeah,
vacation time and traveling time.
yep.
Because a lot of kids out of school too. So like, look, almost the first time it's college is already out of school.
Right. Yep.
So this is the first holiday that they get a long weekend like that.
Yeah. Started off good though.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, man, Memorial Day weekend. I heard you went to the Mats Justice in Charlotte.
Yes, I did. I felt that one.
Justice
Usually
came down on you like a hammer.
I did. It did. Came down hard. Usually you get a few good rolls where it's like, I feel good about myself. Nah, it's just every roll, one after another. I just got dominated. So did a lot of learning, as they say.
you you win or you learn. There's a
Yep.
lot of learning lessons there. The worst learning lessons is when you get caught in the same submission more than once.
That's true. Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
oh god.
At least that did. Yeah, true. At least that didn't happen.
And not just one person, but several people do the same submission in you. I was like, ah, fuck.
I clearly have a weakness.
Yeah, don't have to work on that. Remember when we had a match against a Iowa? This is a big wrestling school. We had to wrestle them, and dude, they work their till. Like everybody's getting till, and my team's like, oh fuck, I ain't getting fucking till. Fuck that. So this you realize like that's the thing they're working on because different school they do like they have their stuff.
Yeah.
That's the bread and butter. So you're like, oh, I fuck that. I'm going go out on the whatever way I gonna get pinned on that shit. Fuck that. I got tech fall. But I didn't get pinned. Fuck that. I didn't get pinned in the fucking till. But yeah, like dude, that's embarrassing whenever you go to school and then like you see you with the same move.
Yeah.
You getting caught in it.
Yeah. Well, when one school exposes another school's like flaw.
Oh yeah, like shit. These motherfuckers at my school ain't teaching me everything. They be lying to me. They only been teaching me how to shrimp the whole time. Fuck.
You should see my shrimps.
Hold on. Stand there. Hold on. Don't get on top of me. Just do it by myself. Up
Come
and
at me at a
down.
moderate pace.
Oh, dude, dude, you should see my butt scoots. Even better.
No hands.
Oh yeah. Are you wearing assless chaps? No, that's actually my gi bottom from scooting so much. That's what it looked like. Oh man, yeah, that's embarrassing. Whenever you go to school and you get embarrassed like that.
Yes. Hmm.
That's my first role. It was like that, just getting strangled.
Really?
Yeah, just getting strangled the whole time. It's like fuck, this motherfucker's going to strangle.
Your first role in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, like I never like
Yeah.
I was like just wrestle fresh of wrestling.
Hmm.
Decided just to try jujitsu. I was getting strangled by everybody. Ah,
That's a good one.
fuck. Yeah,
Yeah. Sucks though. Yeah.
yeah. I was going against somebody. This guy's a black belt on the Hermes Franca. He was just triangle, triangle, triangle. Ah, damn it.
Mm.
But yeah, man, it's a good weekend. You went to Toro Cup. It's a local.
Yep. Really good local tournament. It's a charity event. Um, they just started doing it at a new venue, which is really cool because they got a very big mat area. They got a downstairs section where you can watch close by, and there's a balcony section where you can watch. And they got lights and music. It's really good. Really good production.
It's kind of like a small coliseum.
Very small. Yes. Yep. Yep.
I remember the whole place. It was a big map, but there's no room for people like
That's the
to
thing.
sit.
Nobody could see. Yeah. Yeah.
Only had like one row of chairs, and after that, you like some people sitting in front on the floor of
Hmm.
those chairs or standing behind it, and then like against the wall right there.
Yep. Now they got like 3 rows around 3 edges of the mat, and then the upstairs. So there's plenty of seating, plenty of view. It's really nice.
Yeah, and they moved from Saturday to Sunday.
They did, and went later in the day, which I find a little bit unfortunate. But um, yeah, no, really good production, I will say.
Yeah, yeah, because you don't have as many events either on Sundays.
Right.
Because as far as like grappling,
Yeah. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what they're trying to combat a little bit.
hmm I
Um,
thought first it was because it was Memorial Day weekend. That's what it was. They were doing it on a Sunday.
mhm.
But I saw that the next one is gonna be August 17th. That's gonna be another Sunday as well.
Okay. Yeah. 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 I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning is there. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's a little hard, especially if you want to stay for the later matches, because it starts
hmm
later in the day. If you got to work the next day, it's going to be a little bit harder on you.
Yeah, because if you leave, for example, I live 2 hours away,
Right.
so they get done at 9. You have to drive. They get done to 11. I feel bad for the people who have to break everything down. That's at 9.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. That's no lie.
Well, yeah, man, that's a good organization in Toro. They have a lot of matches, like super fights.
Hmm.
What's the name of that one that do tag team matches?
I I heard the name of it this weekend, and I don't remember what it is.
It starts with a G.
Yeah.
It's in Fayetteville. They have a pit. They do tag team matches. They do,
Tight Pit.
yeah, they do armor matches. So you got like a knight armor
I heard that. Yeah.
in there. They do, but I think they do tag matches, but they do like kind of like a quintet version, tagging
Okay. Yeah.
in the pit.
I mean, it looked it looked like pure chaos, which I mean, kind of is fun.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. It really is interesting to see all the um, new ideas that are coming out for jiu-jitsu competition these days. That I mean that to me that's a unique one, but that's got a lot of potential in my opinion. You know, tag in,
yeah,
tag out, really small ring, so it's going to be action packed. People are going to like watching it. Yeah.
yeah. Do you was McCaffrey? They used to have battle royale. Remember those
Yes.
free for all?
Hmm.
Do they still have those?
I don't know. I haven't heard of any going on, but
Dude,
maybe
that would
that
be
might be.
awesome if Mr. Beast makes a freaking Jiu-Jitsu battle royale. Dude,
Yeah.
for $1 million. A
Can
whole
you
week.
imagine? Oh my
Just a
gosh.
whole week. Just people at random just jump on you.
Yeah. Oh my god. How
Because
big of a group it would be. Oh my
yeah,
god.
dude, it'd be crazy. But it'd be awesome though.
Yeah.
Because you had the tag team version, you had the armor.
Hmm.
That's I don't think that's Jiu-Jitsu. It's just like just people whacking each other with
Yeah.
shit like swords and shit like that.
Yeah.
But how about the one that I sent you a video? It looked like a I was saying like parkour jujitsu. They're like rolling on the couch, outside the
Oh
mat,
yeah,
all over the room.
yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. That was that was absolutely chaos. I mean, into the crowd, on desks, like they were just going.
Yeah.
I mean,
How do you referee then?
I don't think you do. I think you just watch for a tap.
Yeah. That's all they do at the point. Because usually the referee try to make sure that the athletes they're safe and they don't get hurt
They're
or
not
somebody doesn't hurt the other
physical
one.
though.
Yeah, I do.
Mm,
What would they consider? Because kind of like make it like a transition because pro wrestling was like they had like different matches like that. Some of
mhm.
the tag team version, the battle royale version.
Oh, we're gonna have scripted jujitsu now.
No, no, no scripted, but first like hardcore, like a
Yeah,
hardcore
yeah.
matches. This is like a off the mat that they go
Hmm.
like roll everywhere. But ADCC used to do for the longest because people used to roll out of the mat. They
True.
just kept going. You see people rolling under the table. And then, fuck, man, get a tap yet? They were just
Yeah,
going to the bleachers and just keep going. So
yeah.
one day, like they do something like that.
True. Yeah, that'll be yeah.
But what's the point of
That's
having mats at that point? Is that right?
true. Yeah. Uh, like crush some glass, put it out there or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Put some tabs. You know those like thumbtacks on the
Oh
ground.
my god. Whew.
No shit. Fuck that. Legos. Just
Yeah.
straight up Legos. Ah, fuck. uh,
Oh, yeah. That
uh,
is not for me.
dude, like,
I feel
dude.
like you can't come out of that without being injured in some way.
Oh yeah, dude. Have you ever tried to roll and you hit your elbow on the concrete and your elbow's just
Oh yeah.
fucked up?
Yeah. It hurts for so long.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No, that's yeah. I truly I don't understand like guys that can do that. How are they training? Like, do you just go get injured, take your time off, or are you just training through injuries that are just brutal?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, speaking of training, that reminded me of my supervisor where I work at. She goes to a jiu-jitsu gym down over there in where she lives, like down on the south Salisbury. And one of the guys at the gym, he was just participating in the what is that like car jiu-jitsu
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
So he was getting ready for a match, and him and another guy were in a car, and they were practicing that, trying to go against each other.
Oh my
And people were trying to call the cops on them
god.
because they were doing the parking lot. It's like, what are you guys doing? Like, no, I'm practicing. I have a match coming up.
No,
He's
no,
like,
guys, it's just it's fine. Don't worry. I'm just wrapping this seatbelt around this guy's neck
dude,
for fun.
yeah. It's like, oh god, she was telling me about it. They were doing that. They're in the parking lot just for practice. It's like, how do
Oh
you
my
practice
god.
that?
Yeah. Let me tell you, the seatbelt grip is a totally different meaning in that scenario.
Oh yeah, dude. You want to make it more interesting? Do it in the garage and turn the car on. How about that? See who's really gonna win. Well, somebody's going to sleep in there.
Carbon monoxide poisoning.
oh,
There we go.
oh, yeah, dude. That's how the Nazi used to do it. That's how they train. Just against each other. Damn, too far. Sorry, Bryce Mitchell.
Oh my god.
Took Bryce Mitchell bad, but um, yeah, like it's one of those matches. How do you train for them? Well, go break it to a crack house and roll with somebody.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know. Go to bars, get in fights. I'm not sure.
But it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you saw I know you saw Craig Jones talking about the format of CJI, how the Atlas is gonna come out.
I actually don't think I did.
He talks it's gonna be kind of like a battle royale version.
Okay.
So you had your team of quintet. So it's not like usually a quintet. You have all the athletes in the on the side of the mat. But this time they have like they have the first two going, and then they have like a period of time of who's gonna come next. So the coach is gonna pick there on the spot, and then I think like a 10-second countdown, and then another athlete's gonna come in. It's like a surprise.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
That's that's the thing about doing the format
That's
for
cool.
CGI too.
Yeah. So is that after a submission?
Yeah.
Okay.
So not all the
Wow.
athletes gonna be there, so you don't know who's gonna go be next. So for
Dang.
example,
Okay.
Dana Harrell has to pick the next athlete
Right.
to let him know, and then you got 10 seconds to come in the new athlete.
Yep. Dang. That's really cool. I mean, that would yeah, that's gonna be super exciting to watch. When is this? Do you know? Have they scheduled it?
August, I think it's August. Let me
August.
look it up.
August
Okay, something
30th
says in the
to
citation.
31st.
CGI two. August 30th and 31st.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing. Huh.
Do you see that they were asking like why doesn't he have a woman bracket?
Why doesn't he?
Yeah, because they were complaining about that because he talked about they were going to have a bracket for girls
Hmm.
as well. Especially they brought Fionn Davis versus Mackenzie Dern in the last CJI.
Right.
Like, what does he have a girls um bracket? Because they have different brackets
Hmm.
in there.
It is interesting. I mean, there's plenty of girls, so
Hmm. But he's joking around that he will put $1,000 prize for it, and he'll put it in the company card for the winner of the women's bracket. Pay equality. Damn it, Craig,
oh my god.
the ultimate troll.
Yeah, he is. No lie. Hmm. Who gets
Love it.
Gabby on their team?
Yeah, she's gonna be a team captain.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be interesting. Who are the other? Has he announced the other super fights? I haven't keep up with it recently. Because the main one, the super fights, is gonna be him versus Gable Stevenson. A
Okay.
super fight.
Yeah. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, that's what I say. This happening
Hmm.
because he's doing the same promo like he was doing for Gabby
Yeah.
match. They started the same thing with Gable.
Okay. Huh. That'd be interesting. So are they doing many super fights? I wonder.
I'm not sure because it's gonna be quintet this time.
Right.
But also you have to fill up time because it's gonna be 2 days for resting time for teams.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, but last time they had their brackets, but they also had a few super fights. I thought,
Hmm.
or was it just Craig Jones, Gabby, and then Fiona and Kenzie Dern? Wasn't there
That's
more?
the only thing I can remember
Okay. Hmm.
for super fights, and then the brackets, two
Yep.
two brackets.
Hmm.
Because also the consideration how long a quintet will take. A regular match was 3 rounds, but how long will a
Yep.
quintet take? Each of those duels.
Hmm. I
Because
don't
some
know.
matches, because some will go faster than the other. One team will be beat the other one faster, but the other one might go like all of them to decision.
Right. Hmm. I mean, in reality, that's. I mean, they have the same complications in regular brackets. I mean, you could have a
Yeah,
whole bunch of subs, or you could have, you know, decisions all the way.
yeah. But I was just wondering how much time will it take for
Yeah.
him like to have to get super fights?
Yeah. I
Be-
don't know.
It would be ideal if one of the teams they get eliminated and they need time to fill up for the broadcast time to have two athletes of the same weight class that they didn't face each other during the quintet to against each other as a super fight.
Hmm. That's true. I'm sure a lot of people would be down for that.
Yeah, because they'd be down. If they went down to watch jiu-jitsu,
Right.
two good athletes there be willing to go
Right.
and scrap.
Hmm.
In which Do you see the new heavyweight? I don't know if we talked about the last episode about the heavyweight Pena versus Luke Griffith for the heavyweight title. Who's number one?
Right. Yes, yes, yes. I do remember that.
I wonder whether they bring Nikki Rod.
True. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because they've already seen that match.
Him versus Luke Griffith.
He's fought. He's had a match against Pena, correct?
Yeah, but no, Luke Griffith. I can't remember
Hmm. True. Yeah, I don't know.
because he beat. Was it Kenya Duarte? He's $1 million man. His last match that he lost was in February. Well, that was in overtime in the armbar.
Yeah. Hmm.
I was wondering what they didn't get him for that match. What was number one? And what's that one? That one is in the 13th, June 13th.
Wow, that's coming right up.
Yeah, what's number one? Because that's the one same one that Mika is in it, Mika Galbao.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't get Nikki Rod.
That's yeah. That yeah. No, you're absolutely right on that. That is a little surprising. Hmm.
But we can talk about other stuff too, like matches coming up. The first about UFC 316. The Machine, Merab Valashvili versus Sean O'Malley, the rematch. How do you think it will go this time? Like in the fight between those two?
I feel like Marab's gonna take it.
I don't know what is it about him. He just have a gas tank,
Right.
like a crazy gas tank. He's 34 years old, but his gas tank is non-stop.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's true. I feel like he's just a crazy dude in general. I feel like I don't know. I don't know if it's a mentality thing, but I
Yeah,
feel like he's in the same kind of category. I think as um oh my gosh, who's the guy? Sheepdog Response guy. Um,
Tim Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy. Yeah, I kind of put him in the same category. Just like a little bit crazy and just crazy gas tank. I would imagine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like non-stop.
Yeah.
That's what one of the commentators and an analyst usually does striking. He talks about Sean O'Malley is good with his striking, his timing, and like footwork and being, but it's hard to hit a butterfly in a windstorm.
Yes.
So he's never in the same position twice.
Yeah.
So hard to like Dean Thomas, that's his name. He like he like it's hard to hit Marab. And whenever you try to hit him or kick him, he's taking
Yeah.
you down.
Right. Yeah. That's the
And
thing. He's
takedowns
just
takes
got.
a lot of energy, and this he has enormous amount of energy.
Mhm. Yep. He's a overwhelming force in that one.
Yeah. And also that longer the match goes, the higher the tempo
Yep.
that he goes.
Yep. Yeah. I just that's a hard one to beat. I feel like one of the only ways to combat that is with wrestling. You know what I mean? Wrestling and jujitsu, because then you can clench and then you can keep them in one spot long enough to do something. But
Yeah. But also he's a
striking, yeah,
Georgian wrestler.
well, yeah, that
It's
hundred
good luck
percent.
with that too.
Yeah,
What's his name? You know how good Russians are with wrestling.
Hmm.
Joe Romero said every time he ever saw a Georgian versus a Russian, Georgians always win.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oof.
that's how good their wrestling is. They're
Yep.
freaking. They're built different too.
Hmm.
It's not him versus Nurmagomedov.
Wow.
He like made him quit, but they said that he broke his hand. Nurmagomedov broke his hand early on the fight.
Okay.
I said he was struggling, but also Sean O'Malley was coming into the match with a torn labrum
Hmm.
for the UFC Noche.
Yep.
So if you have a healthy Sean O'Malley, might have a chance, but because Sean O'Malley has a pretty good ground
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I watched him compete in a jiu-jitsu competition one time.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a invitational type thing, I think. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember what it was though. But yeah, he's definitely is no joke on the ground. But I yeah, competition for that kind of wrestler, I I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Because that's always jiu-jitsu too. Strikes were
Hmm.
not involved.
Right. Yep.
There's another layer they have to cover
Hmm.
because he's trying to control the posture, boy. They're hammering, dropping hams on you. It's a
Yeah.
different game.
Yeah. Actually, I'm curious who's beat Murad before. The Machine, Kevin Dantzler, grappling. Oh, that's CFFC. Okay. Oh, is he under? Oh, Ricky Simon, Simon.
Mm-hmm. He was 0-2 coming to the UFC. He lost a split decision against Frankie Saenz his first UFC fight. His second fight, he got submission in the guillotine. It's a technical submission.
Hmm.
And since then, he went on a tear.
Dang. Sambo World Championships. He has a loss, and then a grappling. Fury Pro Grappling too. But MMA, he's been just dominating. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he beat John Dodson. He beat Mar Moraes, Jose Aldo, Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo, Sean O'Malley, Umar Nurmagomedov in a streak that he has.
Yeah, that is a hell of a lineup. Those are
Hmm.
not jokes.
No, they're
We're gonna
like
have to.
people that are like upper echelon of the
Yeah,
division.
yeah.
No, now that talking about first match, do you see that the UFC is like have like a collaboration with Tops? They do like a trading cards that like the fighters that have a debut in the UFC, they gonna have a badge on their jacket for the first debut match.
Hmm, really?
They're gonna turn into selling trading cards eventually. Those
Yep.
badges.
That it's not to me not a surprising move, and seems like a good move. Really, I can't remember. I feel like I've had the conversation before with somebody about why haven't they done that already. But
Yeah,
that makes
because
sense.
remember was it last year or the year before that? The NFT was a big thing.
Hmm.
I know what is the call NFT tokens like no fundable tokens on them. The people just make
Right,
them
right,
so they just sell it for crazy amount of money. But like I mean like those badges like that'd be pretty cool.
right.
And like the jacket that have the first five for certain fighters.
Hmm. Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, that's to me a very understandable collectible item. Like,
Dude,
yeah,
imagine you had CM Punk's first debut match.
right, right.
Jack the goat.
Yeah.
CM Punk. Like dude, I came out of all the times the UFC has like different athletes. I think that's the one that has finessed the UFC more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like pro wrestler. He never had any experience in mixed martial arts before. He
Yep.
took some time off to train to work up to get good MMA. He was training in a good gym, Doug Rufus, which he has two champions in there. Well, at the time he had three world champions, two in the UFC and one in Bellator, and one championship, which is Ben Askren. He had Tyron Woodley, Anthony Pettis. That's what he was training out of.
Hmm.
But when he came to UFC, he didn't show like no grappling. He always again Mickey Gall, which is what I think was a purple belt at the time. That's Ragdoll, CM Punk.
Yeah. Mickey Gall 0-0. Mike Jackson overturned 0-1.
hmm
Dang. Yeah. Does it give his winnings? I wonder how much he made.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
There's no telling how much he was getting paid.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, that's good. That would be a collectible item in and of itself.
Yeah.
Probably the worst UFC fighter known.
Like, dude, he can punch his way out of a paper bag. That's totally what he was. Yeah, I mean, you have other ones that were like pretty good in a different sport. For example, who was the boxer? James Irvin. He went against Randy Couture.
Hmm.
Randy Couture just do a low single and submit hit a rear naked choke. But he was like a heavyweight champion in boxing.
Hmm.
But he was good in his own sport.
Yep. Yep.
Um, what's it? Gokhan Saki was another one's a kickboxing guy. He's a middleweight. But whenever he come to UFC, he was getting beat in the UFC.
Okay. Hmm.
But those like they're proven fighters that are like good in their other sport, and they make the transfer to UFC. Things didn't work out, but
Yeah.
at least they have some sort of technique that they had before in martial arts.
Hmm.
But CM Punk had nothing.
Foundation. It says its foundation style is jujitsu, but
Yeah, but I don't think he was even a blue belt
yeah.
at the time.
Golly. So
This
what's that?
they said that the reason they were trying to justify him was because they had a pro wrestler that came before him was Brock Lesnar. But Brock Lesnar was a All American. He was a national champion in college wrestling, and he like really he's a heavyweight, which is like he was huge for a heavyweight, but
Yeah.
really athletic.
Yep.
His background was wrestling.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. To me, that one makes sense.
Mhm.
um. Yeah.
But once he left the UFC, that's what trying to design CM Punk, see if he able to do the same. Able to track as many people because Brock Lesnar was big back in the day.
True. Yep. I mean, yeah. Hmm. And I wonder if they're trying to like bridge um the fan base a little bit.
Well, they're in the same company, I think,
Okay.
entertainment company, WWE and the UFC. Because remember, Dana White was with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon
Hmm.
doing some collaboration events
Yeah.
together.
Hmm. Do you have any idea? So, career disclosed earnings for CM Punk are 500,000. Do you think
Wow,
that's UFC? Because that's all that's showing in Tapology, but that's what Tapology is saying is his disclosed earnings.
wow,
I just happen to have Marab over here. His disclosed earnings 404,000.
and that's as champion.
Yeah, with a
And how
lot
many?
of fights.
Yeah, CM Punk only had two.
Yep, and he
I wonder who his
lost.
manager was.
I wonder.
He must have a
Because
good manager.
I would say, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I also don't know what they're looking at as far as like money here, where they're getting the figures from. But that's crazy. To think a guy that lost twice made 100,000 more than somebody who's a champion.
And for some reason, I want to say his match was a pay per view. He was the main card of a pay per view.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember well, but he was in a. I was like, why did they have him in a pay per view card, main card? Because it was a big promo for him. Yeah, so he wasn't young either. Whenever he came into the UFC,
Right.
he was 2014 to 2021.
Hmm.
He had a shoulder injury in 2015. That sidelined him. His first fight was 2016. His second one was 2018.
Yep.
UFC 203. Yeah, he was in the main card on that one. That's his
Interesting.
first fight.
Miocic versus Overeem. Interesting. Yeah.
hmm Verdun versus Travis Brown. Oh shit! Remember that one? Verdun versus Travis Brown. So, Verdun, I think he had a broken foot. He went out there with a jump kick straight to Travis Brown because he make it look like it was a flying knee, and
Mhm.
Travis Brown straight to the side, and he just did a side kick like boom there,
I
and
don't remember
l-
that.
and I just sat on his ass.
Hmm.
And then Verdun was just doing his striking. He was out striking Travis Brown.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know that Travis Brown's coach also Ronda Rousey's coach, Glendale
Oh.
Jim. He was
Okay.
trying to
Hmm.
talk shit to Verdun after that fight, and Verdun just fucking keep kicking him in the chest across the cage. Fuck you, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Don't talk shit to me. Fuck you. I'm a heavyweight.
That's funny.
He was hilarious trying to talk shit to Verdun. Verdun just keep kicking across the cage.
No, yeah. That's wild.
But Verdun was on something. He was fucking up everybody that day. No
Hmm.
matter who jumped in there, he was trying to get as many wins as possible in his record,
Yeah.
including the coach. But I don't remember him, that coach, Ronda Rousey's coach.
Hmm.
Move your head, move your head, move your head, move your head. Like boom, she's just getting fucked up by Amanda Nunes. He's
Yeah.
like Frankenstein. But one of the guys he still coaches nowadays. Um, he is a middleweight champion. He has a fight coming up out of the gym.
Hmm.
I think he's in UFC um 317 in the car. I see a fight that he's coming up. He was a teenager I think he was a teenager at the time when the Ronda Rousey was the champion. And he was one of her training partners
Okay. Hmm.
at the time. I think he has 6 losses right now, but the first loss was against Derek Bronson. But he's Armenian as well. He's Armenian, but he's redhead. Where did I see him? Is it this weekend? I lost him. But he has a that's the only fighter that I know of that he's still in the UFC. That's in the Glendale gym.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if he's ranked nowadays. But back to 316. Another one's Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. I think that one's gonna go.
Hmm. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, I that's I don't know. I hate to be one of the ones who like keeps jumping on the Kayla Harrison wagon, but she's a monster. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. She has. I mean, she has a valid point. Um, Harrison regarding Juliana Pena. Juliana Pena, her record is 13-5. That's 18-5.
Yeah.
Kayla Harrison's her record is 18-1.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think she has been fighting for that long.
Penna?
No, Kayla Harrison.
Oh, okay.
She started fighting in 2016.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, she's racked them up.
yeah. No pun intended. But what's her name? She was in the Ultimate Fighter, Team Rossi versus Misa Tay in 2013. Elena Pena.
Hmm.
That's how long she's been fighting.
Yeah.
But her MMA debut in professional was 2009. So she has 7 years difference, and she has as many matches.
Hmm.
And Kayla Harrison, she has a judo background.
Right. Yep. Which we've seen translate very well.
I don't know how she makes weight
I don't
135.
know. I don't know. Yeah, she's big. Yeah, she's very big.
And I gotta see what her weight. What's her weight class when she was in judo? 78 kilos. How many pounds is that in American? That was big
Um,
kilograms. It's America.
171 pounds.
Yeah.
172, really.
Yeah, that's a big 172 and 135 for a woman. It's a lot of weight, like
That is.
hard to cut.
That is.
And she does have a point. She has technically Kayla Harrison has not made 135 championship weight in the UFC. She has to be
Okay.
136. Whenever she had to fight previously,
Hmm.
she had to make 135,
Right. Yeah.
and she was draining herself.
True. That extra pound difference could be, yeah, significant.
The
Something to
tipping
work
point.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if she had to, I feel like she could just cut her hair.
Yeah. Yeah, like Tracy Cortez, she did that.
Yeah.
Did somebody else do that too? Or just
I wouldn't
her?
be surprised. I mean, she's the only one I really remember, but I mean, I'd get a couple pounds off right there.
Dude, there was a guy that I know of. There's a wrestler. In order to make weight, he took his teeth out.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
about
not
that
that.
life.
Nah. Oh my god. Oh, oof. Wow.
Who needs teeth? I
Yeah.
don't need him to. I don't. I need to
I don't
cut weight.
think
I need to be
so.
eating anyways. I
Yeah.
know teeth. I don't have to worry about that. All liquid.
After that, you just pop out your dentures and you're that much lighter.
You don't need mouth guard. It's all
Just enough
gum.
to protect. Oh my gosh.
Oh god, that's a maniac. You don't want to wrestle that guy.
No. No. Yeah. Clearly too devoted.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know when to take my teeth out to make weight. But yeah, like but also you have to take consideration. Kayla does have a good team behind her,
Right.
American top team.
Yeah.
Yeah, according to War Industry, Amanda Nunes is willing to come out of retirement to fight the winner of these two. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
interesting.
it would
Either
be.
way, it's gonna be interesting
Yeah.
because Juliana Pena, they're 1-1,
Hmm.
and Kayla Harrison used to be Amanda Nunes training partner in American Top Team.
Okay. Hmm. I don't know. I don't see that going well. Coming out of retirement to fight, have that match, that would be brutal. But
Yeah,
hmm, I mean, yeah. Guess we'll find out. But yeah, I have a hard time seeing it going any other way but to Harrison again.
yeah, yeah. She's pretty dominant.
Yeah.
I know her striking. Well, also American Top Team, they have pretty good striking coaches as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike Brown, that's their coach.
Hmm.
It's pretty good. He's a good. He's remind me of a mother era of Greg Jackson.
Okay.
Like, he like good strategist. I mean, he's the one that came up with the flying knee for Ben Askren with Masvidal.
Okay. Hmm. I mean, yeah.
Um, but other ones like matches that are in the 316. One's gonna be a barn burner. I think it's gonna be Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. This in the prelims.
Yeah.
And then early prelims, Johnny Walker versus Asamat Marsakanov.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a wild guy, man.
Huh?
Johnny Walker, he's a wild guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, his matches are usually pretty interesting, I will say.
Yeah. He trains out of McGregor's team. Kavanagh?
Really?
Yeah, that's what he trains out of.
Hmm.
Oh, I found the guy. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It's in the Usman versus. That's gonna be an interesting one too. Main event. Joaquin Buckley versus Usman, but the guy's name is Edmund Shabazian. I know you remember him. He's a middleweight. He's 14-5.
Does he have the bad eye?
No,
No.
that's Russian. The one I'm talking about is the Armenian. He fights out of Glendale, gym, the Rouse's team.
Okay. Hmm.
But he's like, but he's in the fight.
Hmm.
Petrovsky.
Hmm.
I can't the guy with the eye, the Russian eye.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But
Um, Shaskov. I think we have the. He's from Kazakhstan. Shavkat Romanov. He's
okay.
the
Yeah.
Asian
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Hmm.
He's the intern champion.
Yep.
Magomedov. Sharabuddin Magomedov. That's his name.
Okay. Yep.
He's not a Norma. He's just a Magomedov. Sorry. But he's a Dagestani.
Hmm.
But yeah, like no, okay. So Kamaru Usman is coming back as well. 30 years old. His last match was against Hansa Chimaev.
Hmm.
Was it?
Um.
It's in 2023. He stepped in at 10 days' notice to fight Hansa Chimaev because Hansa Chimaev was supposed to fight Paulo Costa. October 2023 was his last fight for Usman. He's going against Joaquin Buckley.
Hmm.
Another guy that's like an in-betweener. He used to fought at 185, and also he fought, and now he fights at 170.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He knocked out Wonder Boy. That's his last fight. He's the one that he got his leg caught during a kick, and he just did a spinning kick. Don't know you remember him?
Yeah. 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 Hmm.
That's him.
Okay.
That's who Usman is fighting next.
Okay.
Makes me wonder how Usman will do because he has bad knees. He's getting older. What
Mhm.
his footwork is gonna be like somebody that's explosive as like that.
Right. Mm.
Will he be fast enough to get off the railroad tracks when the train is coming? That's a question.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Usman, isn't he on like a um, three fight losing streak or something like that?
Yeah, he lost against Edwards twice. He lost against Hansa Shimaev.
Hmm.
This is the last three. Yeah, him, Cejudo, and Easy were joking about that
Yes.
because
Yeah, I think
Easy
I saw
lost.
that.
Yeah, Easy lost the last one. He lost against twice against.
Hmm.
No, he lost against the last one was against DDP, Dricus
Yep.
Suplicy.
Yep.
Then the one, another one he lost, and then he lost against Strickland.
Right. Yep. Those are the
Also,
two I remember. What was the third? I wonder.
he got knocked out recently,
Oh, okay. Hmm.
and that's us wondering if he should continue fighting, considering that he came from a kickboxing background.
Right. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. He's had a long fighting career.
Mm-hmm. Like he's a Mayraker. He lost against Imavov in February this year.
Hmm.
TKO. I mean, and also he lost four out of his last five matches.
Ooh. Yeah.
He lost against Pereira, beat Pereira, then he lost the last three.
Hmm.
And two of the last three has been finishes. Last two, last one he got TKO, and the one before that one he got submitted.
Yeah. Oof. I hate to see him go.
Mm-hmm.
Really like watching him fight, but yeah.
He's an entertainer too.
Yeah. He's 34, right? I think that's what we said last time.
He's 35.
35. Okay.
Yeah, he turned he turned 36 in July.
Yeah, he's right at that age.
Mm-hmm. Also for that fight, Usman versus Buckley, they have Rostam Majunas fighting Miranda Maverick.
Really? Okay.
It feels like Rose has been fighting forever.
I agree. Yeah. It's been a long time. Although recently I don't remember her fighting much.
No, she's been fighting in the UFC since 2014, but she lost against Parsa for the title.
Yep.
She was in the Ultimate Fighter.
Yep. Hmm.
She had,
I guess
but she
Miranda
was.
Maverick. Ooh, it's a local.
Mm-hmm. Where's she trained out of?
Um. Oh, she's my age. That's funny. Uh, Norfolk, Virginia, U.S. Um, Team House of Muay Thai.
Hmm.
Summerzir, BJJ, Team Elevation. Team Elevation is right now.
Is
It's
that in Denver? That's
would
what's
make
the
you
name?
think.
Brown.
Would make you think.
Matt Brown. He has a team called Team Elevation in Denver.
Hmm.
She has won a silver medal in brown belt lightweight division IBJF no gi in 2023.
Yep. Yep.
Not bad.
Not bad. So I guess Rose is one of those, another one of the fighters that has been going a long time, but doesn't have that many fights.
Hmm.
14-7 right now, so 21.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she was in the same bus that McGregor threw that dolly in.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was traumatized by that. That's what she said. And then she felt like every time she was going to the Euro, something happened because that happened that one year, and then the next year or the another year that she was fighting in New York, a guy drove through the crowd in a car in New York.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, oh Jesus,
It's a bad luck.
yeah. But she beat Samuel Lee twice.
Yep.
She's the current champion, and for some reason, Carla Esparza is her Achilles. She lost
Yep.
twice against her.
Yep.
And she has won one since then. So she lost against Barca. She came back against Fioro. She lost a decision. Um, then she lost a decision against Erin Blankfield. She won against Tracy Cortez, and she has this one. But also, I feel like whenever you do the change from championship rounds to 3 rounds, it feels you get used to like certain like pace that you like before you know the match is over.
Yeah.
Like for example, fight to win, it felt like it was really really fast.
Yeah, that's true. I felt the same.
But you have to have a more sense of urgency when you only have 3 rounds,
Hmm.
which feels like it was that way because how many championship fights she has right before that? She had two Samuel Lee. She had Jessica Andrade. That's 5 rounds. Um, she fought her twice, 2019. But before that, any other one that wasn't was a 3 round. How far back do you have to go? I think 2017 for 5 years. I think it was on a
Hmm.
they used to fighting for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I think Justin Poirier talks about that whenever he had to fight Gaethje or Chandler, because he used to fight in 5 rounds and he had to go in 3 rounds. Because if you lose the first round, it weighs a lot more than losing one round, 5 rounds.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Changes the strategy quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So that's something like some people don't take in consideration, making the jump from 5 rounds to 3 rounds.
Right.
Because that's always challenge the other way around. Because it feels like, oh, you're going 5 rounds like this, it's gonna be you're not used to finding 5 rounds. But
Right.
when you go back the other way, you also there's a acclamation as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
More of a strategic change than a physical one, but
mm-hmm.
although it might be more physical because it's more of a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because
yeah.
it's different muscle they have to
Right.
build
Right.
between sprinters and cross country runners.
Hmm. Yeah, you got to be able to use the short bursts, quick bursts instead of longer, drawn out
Mm-hmm. And
movements.
pacing yourself.
Hmm.
Oh, there was a did you watch was it Friday? There was an event that UFC did for Fight Pass. Uh
Hmm.
Pat Downey 3 versus Chris Wyman. They went against each other.
Okay.
It's a rolling competition. And Wyman lost that one. But I can't remember who else was in that one as well.
Hmm. So it was rolling.
Hmm?
What did you say the event was?
It was a UFC Fight Pass. It was a jiu-jitsu event.
Okay.
I just remember about that.
I didn't hear a thing about it. That's crazy.
I seen he Pat Downey was going Wayne versus um Chris
Hmm.
Wyman. Oh shit. FPI May 29 this week. Do you have Fight Pass?
No, I don't think so.
Um Fionn Davis is going against Adele for Ariana.
Okay. Hmm.
William Tacken versus Achilles Rocha.
Yep.
That's another card. I mean that's going coming up. But damn it. I just lost it. Trying to look for the results.
So this must be part of the a large chunk of money that UFC was planning on investing into jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
Must be at least ramping up to that, if not part of it.
There's a Musumeshi's in, right?
Yep.
Do you think one dropped the ball
Musumeci?
by letting Musumeshi go?
It's hard to say. Um, yeah, in some ways, sure, probably. Um, he was a dominant champion, but I don't know. Maybe they wanted to open that up again to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's hard to
Actually, it might
say.
be. Actually, it might be a Musumeshi thing too because he was living over there too.
Right.
His family's over here.
Yep. That's true. I think his girlfriend is here too now,
Mm-hmm.
so might even be another. Yeah, true. That could very well could be, and I'm sure the UFC offered him a good good chunk of money.
Mm-hmm. But so that's the instance of Misha Tate. She was living over there too. Whenever she was like a vice president for one,
Yep.
she's living over there with her kids.
Hmm. Yeah, that's quite a commitment to be that far away from home.
Mm-hmm. Singapore.
Yep.
Boom. That's all I can think of for today. First matches coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
316. There's one this weekend, Macy Barber versus Aaron Blackfell.
Hmm.
She's the one that beat Rose Namajunas last year.
Yes, that's right. I don't picture that going well for Macy Barber in that case. Just thinking about that because I don't know. I feel like Macy Barber does not have the killer instinct, the finishing ability that some of these other girls do.
Mm-hmm. But she finished Amanda Ribas.
Mhm.
TKO.
Yeah.
But it's mostly his decision that she has.
What? Say what? Say what?
Most of Macy Barber's matches have been decision.
Yeah.
Or than that one for Amanda Ribas.
Decision. I did not know she beat Roxanne. Oh no, Roxanne beat her. Never mind. She beat Miranda. Interesting. And she lost to Electra Grasso.
And take consideration, Aaron, she is a Hensel. Also, down her death squad. Silver Fox BJJ. Black belt. She's a black belt under the Silver Fox.
Yeah. So not someone you want to get on the ground with at
Yeah.
all.
Also, she's an ABI champion as well.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah. That's an accolade in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Aaron Blanchfield, cold blooded.
Yeah. Or New Jersey. She beat Jessica Andrade. Submitted Jessica Andrade. Aaron.
Wow, she's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 fights since 2019, and she's lost one. So,
She's on the mission.
yeah,
It was a split decision that she lost.
yep, yep. So,
This is a close one.
yes.
Cold blooded Aaron.
Oh, no, no, no. She lost one unanimous. Let's see, 2019. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, since 2019, she's been on a pretty solid streak. She lost against Manon
Furio.
Farad, Frio, yeah, and that was a unanimous decision. Actually, that was in 2024.
Okay.
But huh,
I want to see her on the ground
right?
this weekend.
Yeah, that would be exciting. It's always fun to watch.
Game run is this weekend as well in the car. Caroline Vieira is in the car as well. She just fought for the title recently, right? Versus um. Well, no, she fought Kayla Harrison recently, but also she fought for the title against Raquel Pennington.
Okay. Hmm.
She lost against Harrison on the ground.
Yeah.
She said she's a pretty good grappler as well, but that's Kayla Harrison grappling.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's a different thing when you start out getting thrown.
Yeah, by judo. It's hard to get your gore in whenever your legs are flapping in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that one, that main card. Barber versus Aaron.
Yeah. No, that'll be really fun to watch. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, I can make that happen. I should be able to.
Let's see if it's early. Is it an early
Main card
or is
starts
it
at
sort
9 p.m.
okay? So do we do? As long as it doesn't have something weird playing, it's good.
Yeah.
The pillow fighting competition,
Yeah.
or some shit like that. They- Because sometimes that's how I find out like they have that because they moved the card like to ESPN News because the girls softball team is going on for too long. And in the regular ESPN or like some other sport, they have a cornhole tournament overtime. The one that
Uh,
dance had to go take a piss break when cornhole tournament. The match go over. But yeah, looking forward to that one.
yeah, that would be really fun to know, or fun to see. I had no idea she was that kind of a grappler.
I remember that Fox brought her up a lot whenever like she has matches coming up.
Hmm?
I mean, she's was part of the squad as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And he used to train the Blue Ace man Renzo.
mhm.
It's so crazy.
That is crazy.
This is a lot.
Yeah, it does. Hmm.
Well, that's all I have for tonight. What about you?
Yeah, yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay. Go ahead and close us. Try to read the text. There you go. Thank you for listening again to Man Matters podcast. With name myself, you like to listen, make sure you share, subscribe, etc., etc. The Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and iTunes. So next time, thank you very much.